Long before headlines framed it as a cliffhanger, is Ami Brown leaving Alaskan Bush People? The question had been echoing around the Brown family's dinner table in quieter words: how much can one family carry, and at what point does the show stop being a record of their life and start becoming a weight on it? For Ami, the almost left moment wasn't a single dramatic scene. Were they still the Browns if the mountains out the window were different? Could a homestead be rebuilt in a place with cell service, neighbors, and paved roads? For Ami, those weren't cosmetic concerns. They were spiritual ones, because the family's ethic: work hard, stay together, trust God was never about coordinates on a map. It was about a way of facing the world. Still, the cameras didn't stop while she recalibrated, and that pressure can make a person feel cornered. Live the hardest days twice, once in real time and once again on TV, or step away and risk letting the story end in a half-finished sentence. Add in the weight of online rumor mills, strangers who think they know your motives, and the never-ending chorus of "why don't they just?" and you'll find the true cost of visibility. When tragedy struck and the family's patriarch was gone, Ami stood at a crossroads that would have broken many people: protect the family's grief by closing the door for good, or keep the cameras rolling and risk accusations of exploiting pain that was still raw and private. She nearly chose the door. But in the long, quiet hours after condolences fade, another truth took root. The show had always been a journal for the Browns: messy, public, imperfect, but still a record of how they tried to live. If the early years were about carving logs into walls, maybe the new years could be about carving meaning out of loss, about showing what perseverance looks like when the frontier you're crossing is heartbreak, reconstruction, and the day-by-day act of mothering adult children who are hurting in different ways. Ami set boundaries. Storylines shifted. The family learned to say no to scenes that didn't fit the season they were in. The producers learned to listen, to let silence breathe, to film around hospital visits, legal headaches, and the unpredictable pace of real healing. And in that renegotiation, Ami found a reason to stay that felt honest.
Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon.